Every major release from Rockstar this generation has been brimming with creativity, and although their whole gang of games from these past 5 years have been unarguably flawed, I'd maintain their strength of narrative and thematic hooks have more than made up for busted shooting or absent-minded hand contortions. Well, Grand Theft Auto V, Rockstar North's gen-closing 30-hour heist-a-rama, is the most polished and mechanically sound game the studio has ever produced. The real stick in the mud for me is that the game's story's been left by the wayside while Rockstar put together their most ambitious project yet. The artistry and scope of Grand Theft Auto V is staggering. The world's dripping with love and detail. It's very, very easy to compare Los Santos to the world of Skyrim. Even the little things like the way each of the game's 3 protagonists theft themselves some autos in a different way is a testament to how much energy and time went into making sure this world would feel completely realized. By the time I finished the game's lengthy story, there were still a number of blank spots on my map, let alone whatever's lurking in the ocean. The biggest addition to the game are heists, which have players picking their crew and deciding how to tackle each job. The choices you make are few and far between, but it's still cool to see the slight delineations, and the missions themselves are a blast. The whole tone of the game is considerably lighter than Grand Theft Auto 4, which was a nice change of pace right up until the moment when the writers decided they also wanted to make a really biting and serious narrative. The game's theme is basically that friendship is magic, so the moments of serious provocation feel completely out of place and do a lot of harm to the game's overarching story. Despite the wide breadth of activities in Los Santos, the game is still very frustratingly padded with a handful of dull main quests, and there are still way too many missions that start with, okay, you drove here? Well, that's good, because we're going to drive back there, but we're going to take the scenic route, so hold on, wait, I think the cops might be on the scenic route too, so let's go take the super scenic route, and then if you want to go back around to the other side, we're going to drive over that way, and then if you want to drive over this way, we're going to get a jump car, and then we're going to drive down the jump car, but don't go jumping in your jump car, because we're going to need to drive in a slow truck. And it's a shame the game wastes your time with all that nonsense, because the bulk of the game's content is really engaging. It is remarkable that in 2013, Rockstar North has managed to make an open-world game that uses scope to WoW in the same way San Andreas did back in 2004. The game is well put together and the majority of its missions will hold your attention throughout, but it's hard not to be a little bit disappointed by the disjointed story that tries to be too many things all at once.